Hi, I'm Jenni Carlson here with author Kate Buford, who has a new book on Jim Thorpe, Native American son, the life and sporting legend of Jim Thorpe. Mm-hmm. This is a book that's actually just hitting bookshelves today,
yes.
And I have to think this is a pretty exciting time for you.
It's very exciting. I mean, it's a very long process to write these books, and it's thrilling to be back in Oklahoma where he started and where I started the research on the book.
Well, let's talk first of all about the fact that there are other books out there about Jim Thorpe. Mm-hmm. What prompted you to think you wanted to write a book about Jim Thorpe?
I wasn't familiar with his story, and once I started to look into it, I realized nothing had been written on him of substance in the last 30 years. And most of the books that had been written stopped at 1913 when he won, or 1912 when he won both of the gold medals, and then in the next year went to the New York Giants. And they stopped and didn't carry the life on to the end, and so much else happened, so much other accomplishments that I wanted to trace the whole story.
So how did you go about your research with so much left untold in that post-athletic life? How did your research go, and where did the journey take you?
All over. I was lucky to meet or be introduced to someone called Robert Hoy out in Los Angeles, who is, for baseball research people, the expert on minor league baseball. He was essential in following Jim's career into the 1920s when he left organized baseball. I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles because from 1930 until his death in 1953, he lived near Hollywood and appeared in over 70 movies, perhaps as many as double that.
Wow.
So I spent a lot of time out there as well.
It seems like that's maybe one of those things that isn't explored because people get so hung up on Jim Thorpe the athlete.
Yes.
But 70 plus movies, that's quite a Hollywood accomplishment.
It is, and it could be as many as double that. I mean, a lot of it was as an uncredited extra.
Oh, wow.
So those records are lost, or they weren't kept for someone like an extra. Mm-hmm. He also formed a casting company in Hollywood to work with the studios to cast Indians as Indians, because the studios were not very fussy. They would cast anybody who looked vaguely ethnic as an Indian. And Jim said, no, you should hire real Indians, give us the work, not others. And that was a whole advocacy aspect of his life that was very important and had not been examined at all.
So I think some of the great photographs that you have in the book are from those acting days.
Yes.
There's a great one in there of Jim Thorpe later in life. Talk a little bit about the photos and what they bring to the book.
The photos are really important. It's a really good question because the photos are a huge project that's separate from the writing, and you have to track down the photographs of the whole life. And ideally, if you're flipping through a book like this, you should be able to flip through the photographs, which are in chronological order, and get a kind of a quick fix on the life through the photographs. So the photographs later in life, a lot of them come from Hollywood collections. Some of them came from family. Some of them came from established photo collections like Getty and Corbis. And it's a bit of a detective challenge to find all those photographs and then choose the best ones.
You talk about pictures of Jim Thorpe in the actual, but talk about what kind of picture of Jim Thorpe you hope people walk away from this book after they've read it. What sort of picture of him would you hope that they take away?
I think that's a difficult question to answer because you can have a picture of someone, but that's different from what is it like to be that person. What did it, as a biographer, what did it feel like to be Jim Thorpe? We had quite a bit of discussion about that yesterday at Oklahoma City University with a group of Native American students. The whole question of Indian identity and an Indian going out into the white world as he did and being so famous that he couldn't have really a private life. The picture I think I would hope people take away is of a very human person with extraordinary gifts who was put in the center of an equally extraordinary spotlight that gave him no respite.
Well, great day for you. I know with the book being published, we appreciate you coming by and hope everybody takes a look at Native American son, the life and sporting legend of Jim Thorpe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Kate.
much.
Appreciate
Great to be
it.
here.
Thank you.